Do you find it difficult on how to deal with your bottle guard plant disease and pest control? Hello everyone, this is Madonna of Start a Small Garden. For today's video, I'm going to share with you on how to deal with bottle guard plant disease and pest control. So this is the part 2 of the bottle guard plant disease and pest control series. So let's get started. So one of my subscribers commented about his bottle guard and sent me a photo of his guard plant. Thank you so much for reaching out. I hope this video will help you. So here are some of the helpful tips to look for in your bottle guard plant. So for the first one is that bottle guard plant is very susceptible from fungal disease, and I will try to answer this based from my own experience. And so I believe that the bottle guard plant can suffer, I should say, from a lack of fertilizer and watering as well, especially if the weather is very harsh or because of the heat wave. It can really greatly affect your bottle guard plant. If your bottle guard already start to flower or bear fruit or just bloom, supplying enough aged compost, cow manure, or worm castings will help your bottle guard plant endure the summer and will give you more fruit as well, or able to survive the harsh or wet summer season. So this can result to, if for example you did not feed them regularly, your bottle guard plant can result into stunted growth and will be really very susceptible to more fungal and other kind of diseases. So I believe that if you find it hard to know what kind of disease your bottle guard plant have or has, take a look at their leaves, the stem, roots, or vines. Parts of your bottle guard plant will show that there's present a disease and you need to rescue them as soon as possible. So since guards are climbing plants or vining plants, you will notice their leaves has small yellow brown spots, especially on the older or oldest leaves, like patches. This is caused by fungi. So when the weather or temperature is really very hot, or also if it has heavy rains, your bottle guard can have fungal disease. So similar to squash, bottle guard suffered also from powder mildew as well as the downy mildew. So they have like a gray mold underside of the leaves, and then soon they can turn brown when the weather is humid. And this bottle guard plant disease is really very common, and to solve it, make sure you give your bottle guard plant enough room to grow, airflow, and avoid overcrowding it. It will really help too if you prune them. The next one is the gummy stem blight. So I have experienced this, and this is still caused by fungi or fungal disease. And at first I thought I'm just really overwatering my bottle guard plant, so I thought that is why the vines can handle the water so much, and now I therefore conclude it is a stem blight. Please don't be confused. You will see a yellow or a cracked brown areas of stem. It is kind of like a lesions in the stem of your bottle guard plant. And if your leaves turning yellow or yellowish, small size leaves or fruits are really small and very light in color, this are caused by the insects transmitted by particularly leaf hoppers or aphids. And the next one is just like cucumber mosaic virus. Bottle guard can have this too. And you will notice that your bottle guard plant is stunted, especially the fruit, and your leaves has yellows in colors, the fruits become distorted in shape. I have a one, it kind of like a really curved shape, odd shape, and really smaller than a normal size. And sometimes they have different color as well. So this caused by aphids too. They can transmit virus from plant to plant. If, for example, you do not clean your gardening tools as well, recommend to use insecticidal soap. But if you don't have, you can use neem oil to control their population. But beetles as well, they can also cause or could be the culprit as well. And the next one is the fruit and crown disease. So when your bottle gourd fruit and root starts to rot, or you notice that it starts rotting, you will notice that the bottle gourd of fruits is really smaller than the normal size and lesions on stems as well. And during hot summer, and this could really happen too if your plants were located in the very humid area, and this is caused by opposite. So if you have poor draining soil like what I have before and container waterlogged soil, it could also increase the chance of this disease, and your bottle gourd plants can be very susceptible to this disease particularly. So now that we are done with bottle gourd plant disease, let's talk about now about the pest. And if you notice, your bottle gourd leaves has strong scent, but it can also be attacked by different pests. I don't use any chemical spray, but I highly recommend to use neem oil with azadirachtin. You can apply it weekly to combat pest population or minimize them. This I believe it is an organic one. And if you don't have neem oil, you can use insecticidal soap or insecticidal spray. And if you will notice eggs of insects on the leaves, caterpillars, aphids can attack them as well. You can prune them, cut them, give them enough airflow. It is really very helpful for your gourd plants. So finally, when your bottle gourd has serious problem, the last resort sometimes is to just plant a new one. So this, for example, you can't save your bottle gourd plant anymore. All you have to do is harvest any remaining fruits. And so far, this is my first time ever growing my bottle gourd plant, and it's kind of sad really to pull them because I really planned to let it seed, but then I just decided to cut and harvest the fruit. And because the plant is completely dying, so I can't rescue it anymore. So always remember, there's always hope. There's still hope, and you are running out of time for the planting season. I highly recommend to start planting a new one, and that's what I did. I plant new bottle gourd plants and also sponge gourd, and I'm looking forward for it as it is my first time as well on growing sponge gourd this year. So there you go, guys. That's how to deal with bottle gourd plant disease and pest control part 2. I hope this video will be helpful for your bottle gourd plant. Thank you for commenting and sending me about the problems with your bottle gourd. I hope this will help. And if you have a problem or you don't know how to deal with your bottle gourd plant, I made separate videos for that, or growing your bottle gourd plant. You can check it out at the end of the video, or check on the have a whole playlist there for you. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.